Hey everyone, welcome back to Aliens on Toast Gaming, and it has been an interesting and exciting day in the Isle community. So there was a pretty big update that came out for the Isle. It included things like all of the carnivores getting some sort of bleed, the Acro being turned into an Apex, so you now just progress from Allo to Acro and that's it. You can progress from Allo to Giga. It's a lot of changes. There's new roars, there's new animations for the Utah, there is added HYPO Rex skins, and there is the new HYPO SPINO imported into the game. So it was massive, not to mention the changes to the replay system that now make it fully functional in some respects. You can delete things, you can skip forward through time, you can scrub on the timeline. It's crazy awesome and super useful. But that's not what we're here for at the moment. So, it was brought to my attention that there was a mod out in the community called the Sweet Dance mod. And by itself, the Sweet Dance mod doesn't actually do much. It just changes some stats of dinosaurs, changes things around a little bit, like gives things speeds buffs, things like that. Nothing too crazy. However, one thing that's really interesting about this Sweet Dance mod is this. So here we have just the standard character select, but if we scroll down to the bottom, we can see we have access to the hyperendocrine Spinosaurus, which we're not supposed to have access to just yet. That's a admin slash, I think only Dondi has access to this at the moment, so I don't know why that's enabled. But we can play as this guy, fully functional, able to walk around, able to roar, sprint, and he's got the little limp. It's good to see that in action now. We can see what different roars this guy has. We have a fully functional HYPO Spino. Let's go take a bite out of the shed, see what kind of damage it does. Did it even hit it then? Well, we can see it does bleed, and Jesus, it killed that shed in what, 5 bites? Holy crap, this thing is great. And it's good to see kind of how fast this guy actually is. Like, he feels way lighter on his feet than the HYPO Rex. Man, this guy is just cool. Damn! One thing I really wanted to see was the crouch in action, and holy crap, it is awesome. It looks sneaky as hell. Oh, that is great! Okay, let's have a look at what kind of other things we can get into. So we've got standard walk, doesn't have a limp. We've got the run, with the limp, I guess, in it. It looks like he just, like, kind of catches himself on the ground a little bit, which was kind of what I suspected might happen. Let's have a look at the sit down, and oh, that was great! He kind of, like, eases himself. Oh, that is awesome! That is super cool! I love the way this guy does that. Oh, that is fantastic. Okay, so we saw a little bit in the dev stream, but let's actually hear the roars. So we've got the broadcast. So that's the one we're used to hearing. Damn. We've also got the friendly in big quotation marks. We've got the aggressive. Holy crap. We've got the help, which I don't think we'll hear very often at all. And we've got the F-roar, so the generic call, but that is crazy cool. Oh man. Okay, so we've got the standard bite attack. Yep, just clicking away, no differences there. No right click attack. Just standard left click only. Okay, that's cool. Okay, let's see if we have the ambush. That's something no one has really revealed yet, whether the Spino has ambush mechanics or not. So doesn't look like it does. Looks like that is exactly the same speed as it usually runs, which is a shame, but oh well. Now this is something that a lot of people don't tend to test out, but one of the things I really like seeing with the new dinosaurs is just what sound they make when they die, and how they die. Holy crap, this guy is massive! Like, I know the Hyperrex is huge, but the HYPO Spino is a monster. Jesus, he just dwarfs everything! And look, we're walking past the Rex line at the moment. It looks like we're walking past juvenile dinosaurs. And holy crap! The human literally comes up to our ankle! Oh, can you imagine just like looking up at this looming monster once the humans are finally brought into the game? Oh my god, this guy's gonna be terrifying. This guy is terrifying! I think the only thing bigger than him at the moment is the pew. Yeah, like there is nothing that even compares to this guy. Holy crap! Okay, like, I like the HyperX, but this guy I think is gonna be the new king of the Isle. Oh, hello up there. Oh man. Okay, so here's a little speed test I did, and as you can see, the HYPO SPINO is about the same speed as a Utahraptor, meaning this guy's going to be able to outrun most dinosaurs. Not to mention he's got a massive stamina pool. This guy is going to be deadly. Okay, so enough testing. Let's actually have a look at what this guy looks like in-game. So we've got access to the skins. Or we don't? Do we? No? Well, we don't have access to the dossier. That's just the regular Spino. It looks like we've only got access to 3 skins. Hang on a sec. Yeah, it looks like we've only got access to 3 skins, but we're gonna go with the lighter one of the 3. And Jesus, this guy looks awesome. So I chose to play on Jiggy's desert map just because the lighting looks freaking intense and awesome, and I figured that could be a good contrast for this Spino. And man, that is intimidating. I remember probably one of the worst times I had on any Isle server. Oh man. I forget how intimidating that is. One of the worst times I ever had on an Isle server. I was playing in a herd of trikes when a Hyporex burst from the forests around Tri-Lakes and just snapped his jaws and roared towards us. And I was like, yep, that's pretty much it. We scattered, we ran for the hills, but it wasn't enough to escape the wrath of the Hyporex. And I'm sure that there are going to be moments where this guy brings just as much fear. And I'm going to love that. There's very few times when I'm actually afraid in the Isle anymore. Like, sure, I'm worried or I get stressed and I'm like, oh god, I've got to win this battle. But there's no times when I've just got this looming sense of doom at any point, like that I'm never really safe, no matter what I am. Even playing as a Giga, I kind of get that, but like I'm like, as long as I play careful, I should be fine. But if the Hypo Spino and the Hyporex get brought back into progression, they're gonna be terrifying. They're gonna be destructive. I mean, like, can you imagine seeing this guy walking across the horizon and just being like, yep, you know what? That's it. That's my time. Because if I saw this guy from the trees, I would just give up. That's it. I wouldn't worry about this anymore because this guy he would just, chill me to my core. It would be crazy. Oh man, but he's so majestic as well. Like, there's just a certain decorum this guy has. But he would be terrifying. If this guy, like, sprinted towards you and just, like, opened that maw of his, screaming wildly as he does, I would die. I would die inside. But anyway, let's have a look at the actual stats of this guy, see how he measures up, especially see how he measures up against the Hyporex. So let's have a look at the actual stats on this guy. So he's got 45,000 health, which is more than the Hypo, 80,000 hunger, which again, more than the Hypo, 100 thirst, and 300 stamina, which means this guy is a survivor. Holy crap. He's a Hypo killer, essentially. This guy is gonna dominate. Jeez. So yeah, the Rex only has 32,000 health, 40,000 hunger, which is half of the Spino's hunger, 100 thirst, and 300 stamina. And it looks like the stamina goes down pretty much the same rate as the Spino. So if you know how long a Rex can run, that's how long the Spino can run. But that Spino has a head start on the Rex. And just to see what's more intimidating, seeing a Rex, a Hyporex run over the horizon, or seeing a Hypo Spino. And there's something about that game. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Spino. I'm gonna go with the Spino is more intimidating than the Rex. Anyway, this has been Aliens on Toast Gaming. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you, and bye-bye!